Well, we are looking at Wisconsin's data center industry in a different way. Though new developments are often to come quickly, we are going to look at how we got here.
Yeah, the tech industry seems eager to make Wisconsin the next data center frontier. But fast construction and proposals are making it hard for communities to keep up.
In a new series, we are going beyond the daily developments, and we're digging deeper into data center impacts and also what could happen next.
Adam Reif now live in studio with our first installment tonight. Adam.
Well, we have talked with many communities where it feels like the data center issue has snuck up on them. A short time ago, it seemed like no one knew what they were. Now there are plans and proposals, questions and concern. Data centers are seemingly everywhere in Wisconsin, in every corner of the state, in conversations, community rooms, and construction sites.
It feels like it's the biggest issue that we have worked on in a long, long time, and that's because it touches everything that we care about.
The data center industry is exploding. For decades, they were little more than server rooms, often unnoticed in nondescript city buildings or on college campuses. But with artificial intelligence taking off with unprecedented speed, tech companies are now scrambling to build hyperscale data centers, some of which approach the size of airports. Nationwide, nearly 2,000 data centers are up and running, 750 more under construction, and more than 3,000 more have been announced. Virginia leads the way with more than 300 operational, and hundreds more on the way. It's a different story in Wisconsin, though, where only 18 data centers are active. None of them are of the hyperscale size. But that will soon change. Massive projects are underway in Port Washington and Mount Pleasant, and tech companies want to build more.
This has gone from something that was, I think, pretty far under the radar to something that a lot of people are really concerned about.
Wisconsin has extensive land, energy, and water resources needed to operate the massive facilities. But secrecy and non-disclosure agreements are fueling skepticism, fear, and anger.
You idiots. You idiots.
And so far, the state's regulatory process is also in its infancy.
We know this is a key part of our economy. We know that this is a growing industry, but we have to have a regulation that protects the public and the environment. We have zero regulation currently.
Some community officials have embraced the potential major tax revenue.
It will introduce tech jobs to our region. We'll become a hub for other secondary and tertiary businesses, and it will bring a significant influx of opportunities for our local businesses.
With each rumor of a tech company eyeing a new community to develop in, opposition groups worry of a burst bubble. They're raising concerns about the economy, the environment, and the ethics of data centers.
It's one of those things that's moving so fast, it's really hard for us to pause and think about those ethical implications.
We've covered individual developments for months, talking with people living on the front lines.
For the first 3 months of construction, they work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
And the people monitoring the impacts.
This is going to just become a very litigious situation, and investors are going to say, you know what, I can't work in this environment.
And as the industry evolves, so will our focus. Obviously, this is the tip of an iceberg here that is so big. We've been covering it, all of us, for several months. Going forward, we want to take people's questions to the major players here, not only on the side that is against these data centers, but we also have the ear of tech companies and some of the developers. And so we want to understand how this works. I think going forward, we're asking people to reach out with their questions and concerns. We do a good job, of course, of going the day of something happening. We want to step back and see where we are going long term.
Really good stuff. I mean, because the questions, as you said, are kind of endless at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of the answers are still being figured out, I feel like, too.
Even looking at some of these stories we have planned, every couple of weeks that starts to shift because this development is shifting as well.
Yeah.
A lot of interest in it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Adam, thank you.